Are you doing counter measurements again?
No, not me. No.
You better not set the house on fire again. Please.
There's an accident.
We're not having that again.
Listen, I told you. Are you filming? Look at the door. It's only me. Sorry, playing with lasers again, Mom. Alright, proof. Countermeasures. Come on with me, man. We're going to show you some shit to do. Alright, first off, I want to show you my bike. I want to show you what I've done, and it might give you some ideas on how to help protect yourself. I read a lot of stuff on Facebook. You know, people are saying that they're getting broken into and things like that, and yeah, it happens. The last place we lived at, they used to break in all the time through the sliding glass door. So, anyways, here's my bike. This is a 2014 Street Glide, and Harley really hit the nail on the head with this bike. It handles unbelievable. It's got a 103 motor on it. Anyways, some of the things that I've done, unfortunately, in this life, it's all different. I mean, once you become a TI, you gotta protect yourself. And I was killed once on another bike that's totaled last year, August 18th. A drunk driver ran a red light. I have a feeling the light was green on both ends, but we'll find out. Anyways, some of the things I like to do is countermeasures for when I'm riding. And when he come up flying up behind me and he tailgate me, it drives me nuts. Because usually I have my wife Agnes on the back, and there's nothing worse than riding a motorcycle and you got a guy inside you and you got a guy in back you and riding your ass and trying to block you in. Happens all the time. Well, not anymore because I countered that. And how? Well, come here, I'll show you what I've got. These are 1 ounce weights. These are fishing weights, right? And I got some magnets on it. Okay, hold on. There goes one. Anyways, if they're getting a little bit close, what I'll do is I'll just take it and I'll just throw it up in the air, and with the momentum, it'll carry and it'll crack the windshield or something. Depends. If that doesn't deter them, I move on to something bigger and better. This is I think it's a 4 ounce or 5 ounce weight. If that doesn't deter them, we got issues. Usually when I ride, my wife's with me. She carries a 9mm with her. You know, the thing is, you have to remember, these people are trying to end you. They're trying to hurt you. And you've hurt me a bunch of times. You hurt my wife. I don't go looking for problems, but as I say, you get too close, you're going to get bit. And usually that's what I do. If they get too close, I send them a warning signal. If they don't, then we go from there. Trust me, I wish I wasn't a TI so I can be riding and having fun, not having to worry if someone's going to take me out all the time. Alright, so one of the other things that really deters them is this is a G. I got this on Amazon for about $50, $60. It's a 1080p camera, and I can control it from my phone. Alright? Then I've got a Sony cam. I've got Velcro here and Velcro here, and I put the cam right here so I can see the cars behind. In that last video that I did about verification of gang stalkers, that's the camera was mounted on one of these. Okay, here's another pouch. I got some more lead. I call it my bullets. Okay. Up here, I've got a 3,000 lumen flashlight. Right? And this is another laser. Alright? I haven't played with laser, I just got them. Alright? And you're like, oh man, Proof, you're rich. How can you be rich and be a TI? I'm fucking broke. Thing is, this laser, right? Fucking shoots 10 miles. I just got it last night, man. I'm all excited. I got both of them for $9. Okay? This flashlight, 3,000 lumens, man. You can freaking break someone, and that's the other thing. They break me all the time. So if I put this in their eyes at night, you know, they're gonna back off a little bit. But I got this for $12. So you don't have to spend a bunch of money, man. Just little things, you know, to help you out. Usually, if they're not up here, I put them up here. The newest thing I did, the wife loves this one, is I got a slingshot. The reason why is because what these jerk-offs have been doing They pull up behind me, tailgate me, try and cut me off, and then they'll fly ahead of me and turn around going the other way in traffic. So I figured this way, I can load this thing up and then shoot it across traffic and hit them when they're going the other way. It might work, it might not, but I'm trying different things. You got no choice, man. You gotta survive. Like I said, I don't go looking for it, but if it comes my way, I gotta handle it, man. You know? Alright, so besides flying up behind me, these trucks have these, super bright lights. It used to drive me nuts trying to blind me. So I'm getting real good at blinding them. What I'll do is I'll drop back when they bright me. I'll drop back and act like I'm having a problem on my motorcycle, and then I'll get behind them, and I'll have my headlight right in their side mirror. And I swear to God, I'm close to having them wreck. That's my goal. I'm gonna try and get one of them to wreck, because that's what they do to me. But I did. Harley came out with a new headlight. It's called a Daymaker, and it's $550. And being a TI, you're broke, so I didn't have it. But I did find this light that I have up here. And this light is basically the same, but it's a Chinese knockoff, just like the flashlight, just like the laser. I'm not really happy I'm buying all this stuff. And either is the life, but you know what? It makes me a little bit better. I feel a little bit better and a little bit safer. Number one, I'm getting old, and all the DEWs hit my eyes, man. My eyes are going, shit. So anyways, I use this, and then what I've done is, if they really want to get medieval, and they fuck with me, I'll get behind them and I'll put these on. Okay? These are 3,000 lumens each. These are spotlights, okay? So between the headlight and the spotlights, we're rocking and rolling as far as brightening. Again, these lights from Harley are like $500. I got both of them for $40. Granted, I started my bike on fire and almost the house on fire and saw them, but we won't go there. Alright, so you got the lights, you've got the LED, you've got the laser, and you got the flashlight. What else is there? Alright. I don't know how this is going to work. You're going to see it for the first time, but what I do is I go to Walmart about 3, 4 in the morning, and I go through the kids section. Why? Because they got cool stuff, man. And I want to be like Q to James Bond, or I want to be James Bond. Anyways, I get ideas on how to counteract this stuff. And one of them I had was, if I'm riding and they won't get off my ass and they're going to try and take me out, and they don't care about broken windshield, how the fuck am I going to get them off, man? What am I going to do? So here we go. This is the first ever. See? The truck's right there. I'm riding, right? Right? Here's the thing. I'm going to try this, man. Oh, it's going to work. Oh, a little bit. It kind of worked, but basically it's a super sucker. But I'm going to fill it with oil, so it'll cover the fucking windshield. Oh, I did get it, didn't it?
Yeah, I did.
Well, there you go. If it's so bad, and that thing was filled with oil, they wouldn't be able to see. There's no fucking way to be able to see. Wow. Huh. Well, I'm going to give him a run for his fucking money. Anyways, so that's my newest invention. This thing was $1, man. Friggin' $1. I spray painted it black. Why? I want to blend in. I don't need any fucking problems with the cops. Got enough problems with the fucking neighbors. Anyways, that's my bike. Thing handles like a dream. I put 20,000 miles in less than 5 months on it. I put a lot more. You know what? Thing is, you'll probably see, proof passed away. Yeah, bike wreck. You know what? I'm good with that. You know why? I'm not changing my life for them. I make certain moves to make my life somewhat better than the hell that we're living. Alright, so in here, there's some of the things I've been working on. And some things that maybe you can do. One of the biggest things that I've been hearing on Facebook is people breaking in, poisoning foods and stuff, and they've done it to us. Alright, so how do you know if you got broken? What is a good way of protecting yourself, or at least knowing if someone was in your house, okay? The best way that I know of, the absolute best, and well, Lee's gonna get pissed, is baby powder. So, well, what are you gonna do? Take a bath? Put that all powder in your ass? Fuck no. Watch this. So you take baby powder, right? You take it, and when you're walking out like this. Okay? Alright. And then you leave. Close door. Right? But
I don't want to really pause this, but you want to do a before and after record on that. When you get ready to leave, record how it is, and then when you get back, make sure before you open the door, record it as is as well, if you use this tactic.
Check this one out. So, say you're not home, I break in, I come in here, grab your stuff, blah, 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 then I leave, you know, blah, blah, blah. Right? So someone's there, right? Alright, you come home. Holy shit! Footprints! There you go. Usually when someone's breaking in, they're not going to look down. Baby powder works really good. Now you got a footprint. You know what size shoe he is. I don't know if it's good evidence or what, but at least you know not to eat your fucking food. Look around and see what's stolen, okay? So, that's one thing. The other thing is, you get some fishing line, okay? What you want to do, you get some fishing line. Granted, I can't see shit because I'm going fucking blind. Hold on, I got one over here. Stay right there. Alright, so you got a piece of fishing line like this. You cut a little piece off about that long. Take Scotch tape and you put it on the bottom of the door. One piece covers, one's in the door, one's in the door frame with this little piece of line. You should be able to see it, right? What that does, instead of, if you don't want to use baby powder, say you got carpet or something, you put that on the bottom of the threshold in the door, and basically when you come back, you look. If that fishing line is not connected on both sides, then you know someone broke in. So those are easy things, man. One of the things, they're like, man, proof, that's hardcore, you know, throwing weights at cars and shit like that. Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe you want to be a little bit incognito, right? You know? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Anyways, spark plugs. Spark plugs. Use spark plugs and carry them in your car or something like this. Someone getting too close, just wing it out the window. Cops come or whatever. Fucking, I don't know what you're talking about. You know? I don't know nothing. If anything, it blew out some guy's motor. Fuck if I know. But spark plugs are great. Why? Because of porcelain. Okay? Porcelain will break out windows so quick, man. Like nothing. It's good shit. I got a whole box of it and I put it on the bike. I'm like, that's my own business. Stop listening to me. Anyways, next thing I've got this little video camera, okay? This video camera is by Movie. Paid $40 for it, right? It takes up to a 32 gigabyte SD card. And what I do, and you can be incognito, this is a button cam, you can clip it, whatever. What I do, because I want them to see the cameras, man. If they see cameras, sometimes they don't fuck with you so much. What I do, man, I'll just clip it right in my freaking hat, turn it on and ride. Do I care what people think? No. Why? I'm a TI and people don't like me anyways anyway. You know? Fuck it. You know what? Make a name for yourself by fucking doing something to protect yourself, you know? Anyways, that movie thing, for $40, it's a pretty good deal. Everything.
Best thing to have is camera glasses and a 360 camera. You could get that type of camera if you want. Make it more obvious. But they're going to try to basically psy up and use that against you. I'm only basically speaking from experience. They've tried that on me, but it didn't work because I knew exactly how to handle the situation. If you're wondering what incident that was, that would have been the McDonald's incident that took place back in Baton Rouge. A 360 camera is what you want because you'll be able to record what's in front of you as well as what's in back. When they hire these perpetrators to commit acts towards you, they most likely will have let's say like you're in a building or just walking down the street, they're going to have somebody recording the entire time. But it's best to be inside of a building because at least that way, you know, they can't like hide inside of a car or something or anything like that. But either way, like you will catch it eventually with a camera like that. Camera glasses is the next type of defensive thing to use. Those work really well as well. And it's like a hands-free type of thing to where you can easily get your evidence. You don't have to pull out your phone constantly, having to put in your password and go scroll over to the camera or anything like that. You don't have to do that. All you got to do is just basically just click a button and then it's automatically recording and then click it back and then, you know, it's already stopped. Always keep an audio recorder with you. Whenever you're in a conversation with people in public, always have that on at all times. Have plenty of memory for it too. If you don't catch anything, you know, then I would say you could keep, if you have a way to store the evidence, keep it, because you never know. If you're being like hit with those directed energy weapons during that time, you most likely picked up the infrasonic frequencies on it. So it's best to keep that in mind. But, you know, it's not, evidence isn't always going to be what you see. Sometimes it could very well be what you hear. I wanted to play more of this guy's videos, and I will leave a link to his Twitch channel in the description. So I'm not going to interrupt anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and let this play out.
It gets on Amazon or eBay. You don't have to spend a lot of money for countermeasures, man. I mean, fucking fishing line $1. You know, use spark plugs. Come on, man. It's nothing. I'm working on some other things. I got some flares I'm working on. I got some more slingshots. Thing is, when I do stuff like this, it takes me out of the real world, which is brutal, man. You know, the thing, being a TI, people don't understand, man, the pain. I mean, I haven't seen my daughter in a long time, and I want to. I can't. I was too afraid she's going to be a TI, man. I love her too much, you know. You know, it seems like when we go around people, something happens with them. And I care about people too much, man. I might be a hard ass and I will fight and I'll do things I have to, man. But I do it for the right reasons. Me and my wife were good people. But the other people aren't. And these perps that are hurting us, fuck them, man. Tell you what, I see them in grocery stores and they're coming in, I blow the fuck up at them. You know why? Or I say, stop looking at me, fucking pedophile motherfucker. You know why? Because that's probably what they're doing to me. This whole area where I live, about 1,000 houses. What the fuck, man? Now they're color harassing me, and now everyone's like doing this when they fucking turn their heads. Yeah, well, fuck you. You know what, man? Fight today like you did yesterday, and you will tomorrow, because you've got no fucking choices. We're TIs, man. So listen, I hope this helps out a little bit. Anyways, proof, man. Love you.
Only thing about this is that you got to be careful, because they will try to use certain things to set you up, like they did with the, you know, as an example of that McDonald's incident, and as another example as for the in fact, I need to make a compilation video of all my evidence. I think I'll do that today sometime later on, and I'll just have it uploaded. But I wanted to just share these videos with you guys, because this is one of the fellow targeted individuals that hasn't had a recent vid in quite some time. This was the very last video that they have playing, and this was out in the open, people. They sent trucks to spray nano dust right on their own vehicle like this in mid traffic. Well,
3 unmarked white trucks. I'm getting covered in nanos, so one of them's dumping. Agnes, get fucking plates. N86. 8IC or BIC? One of them's dumping nano. I'm feeling it all over my face. Huh?
You do the windshield?
Yeah. Get their plates, Mom.
Drive, baby. Windshield's so fucked up there. So I got down him, and you got him.
Don't worry about that. We'll get them up there. Is that one way of getting them up? It's a rental truck. Grand Central State or Grand Rental Station. big guy up ahead.
Okay, hold it. Can't see it. I don't know if he even has a tab.
Well, they're blocking him off. I don't believe these two have it. I believe it's one in front.
Is that a big nano coming out?
Hold on.
Or is that rain?
Hold on. You don't have no fucking tag on him. Just trying to get away. They're gonna block me off. They're gonna block me off. I know it. I ain't taking it. Look out, motherfuckers. I'm gonna call the police. He just cut me off. He's got no tag.
Yeah, it does. I see it down the bottom.
AYV.
Pause that just so you guys can see it a little bit. Either way, the link's going to be in the description to the channel, so you can just check it out there too.
Excuse me. I am Professor Proof. Agnes?
Yes, Mr.
That is another half hour on your knees after school as usual. Kind of seems like you like doing that. Alright. I'm Proof. We're going to talk about nano. Targeting the nano. Alright, let me come around here. Alright, so past couple of videos were countermeasures for the truck, countermeasures for my motorcycle, documentation. Today is nano. Alright. Targeting, gang stalking, direct energy weapons, slander, the basics. We experienced them all. About a year and a half ago, we moved to this place, kind of out in the sticks, and the gang stalkers can't get at us. I basically have a compound out here, cameras, and they can't get at us. They can't drive by and all that other stuff.
I want to warn people now about that. From my experience, they actually want you in an area like that, and you may be wondering as to, well, you know, how come that is? It's simple. It's because the people who own the grounds, the people who actually own all of that stuff, they become complicit with this that goes on, with the attacks, the looting, the poisoning, all of that. They allow this stuff to happen. This is what happened with me back at the place I was staying at, and I had to get out of there because it was just getting too bad. As far as that goes, many things could happen. You gotta understand, like, they're constantly able to keep tabs whenever you're coming and going. I even caught them changing out the cameras too. That was like right in front of my unit. I caught all of their faces on film. I still need to find that exact video. When I do, I'll be gladly enough to upload it for you all to see. But I've still yet to really go through all my evidence yet. And I'm telling you, like, certain bits and parts, if they get the chance to hack and basically screw over certain parts of your evidence, if you see any sign of hacking, you need to basically do something with your equipment, because they're looking to do that. They're looking to basically try to screw over whatever evidence you gathered up to prevent you from basically putting it out there for the public to see. There is ways to block hackers out. There is. It's not easy though, considering the fact that they do cover their they try to blanket their IP addresses and stuff. So when you basically thinking that you're actually blocking their actual one, technically you're blocking the it's kind of like a Trojan horse type of thing, it's like a huge cover, a huge vessel of an IP covering the real IP. So when you basically prevent the Trojan horse from entering, all it has to do is just exit out and go get another Trojan horse, and then boom, it's doing it again. So just be mindful of that, because they will try stuff like that. So it doesn't even matter, even if you're in a compound, they will do the same stunts there too.
Well, what we did notice is this, and I'll show you on the computer because it's the best way to show what's actually going on. All right. So you got your chemtrails. This is over our house. They're dumping on us. Okay. Great. Chemtrails, seeded clouds. All right. But what's different is at night, when we moved here, we started seeing things in our security cameras and our RF cameras, infrared. So I believe this is different. I believe they're dumping this specifically on us, and I'll show you why. So at night, we would see this stuff. As you can see, it looks like it's a blizzard. We live in Florida, so it's blizzards basically, okay? And for a while, I'm like, what the hell, man? What's going on? Here's some more. And this is in slow motion. You can see these things coming at us. I didn't know what it was. I started looking, and someone said, oh, it's fog coming through. Well, when you slow it down at that speed, I'm sorry, it don't look like no freaking fog to me. So I did research. Do the knowledge, man. I started doing research. They look like fish. They look like creatures. I don't know what the fuck they are. Here's energy. You want to talk about it? You can see the nano coming in, both cameras, but look at the energy coming through there. It's insane. Okay, so then I started detoxing. Look out for Charlie. He suggested potassium iodide. So I've been taking potassium iodide for about 1.5 years to block the nanos and the heavy metals. Unfortunately, when I did that, and my wife Agnes built the nano triangle, I had a big release, and since then, I've been having sores, okay? Here's a bot that was in Agnes's eye, okay? These were on my eyes, okay? And if you take a look, and you can take a look at my face right now, you can see it all in my eyebrows, and it's all the polymer and biofilm. It sucks. It is, anyways. So we started suffering. Here's a bunch of polymer on my face, okay? You gotta understand, I never had a zit once in my freaking life, never. And here I am with all this garbage coming out on me. That's my chest. It looks like a nanobot right there. And it networked inside me. There's the back of my head when it was real bad. There's my arm with biofilm. That's my ankle. When a perp radiated me into Walgreens and sent a frequency, that exploded in my boot and blood all over. So now we got to talk about how to get this stuff out of you, how to help yourself get rid of brain fog, and get healthy somewhat. All right, so here's the little arsenal of mine in Agnes's. Number one thing This is called Stonebreaker. This is a kidney flush. Brian 396 told me, flush your kidneys, bro. Flush your kidneys. On day 2 of taking this 3 times a day, I pissed black, and then all this dust came out of me. And I take this almost every day, once or twice a day. And basically, it's Chanca Piedra, which is an herb from South America that flushes out your kidneys, okay?
It also comes in tea form.
Well, thank you. Take 10 minutes off your after-school special. Okay, the other thing is iodine. Let me find the other one I use. Dun, dun, dun. That's iodine. Oh, by the way, selenium. We filmed this 4 times, and it all got hacked, and I got pretty fucking buzzed. I'll show you why. All right, so everything I do is based off of Tony Pantelleresco, Herbs Plus Beadworks, and Brian 396. I've taken all their regimens, ran through them all, and these are what works for me. Okay? Now, to get essential oils out of your body, okay? I like brandy. Brandy likes me. Pour yourself a shot of brandy. Okay? Take essential oils. Like thyme. Okay? Take that, 2 to 3 drops only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, so look. You're not going to die from it. It'll help flush out your system. Like I said, we filmed this 4 times. By the time I was hammered. Anyways, do that. White thyme is really good with it. Okay, so that's done. Colon cleanse is probably the best thing I've done. And again, this is Tony's regimen. Sodium thisulfate. Mixed with some pure vitamin C powder. Tablespoon of each. Let it sit a little bit. Stir it up. And hold your nose and drink it. Just mix it with some water and then chug about 8 ounces of cold water after. Tastes like freaking, it's horrible. But I'll tell you what, when you go to the bathroom in a couple hours, you'll know why you need to do this. I usually do it 3 days in a row, take a day off, or 2 days off, and then I do 3 days in a row. Okay? Kidney flush, colon cleanse. Okay? I do milk thistle for my liver cleanse. I don't know where that is, it's in the other room. Okay. Potassium iodide to block the heavy metals from your system. It's essential. Here's our jar of potassium iodine. I'm up to 2 grams 3 times a day, total of 6 grams. It's at the max that you can take. I suggest taking a half a gram 3 times a day for about a week or 2, and then move up to a gram, and then move up from there. And this is all based on, look out for Charlie's the one that turned me on to this, okay? The other thing I do, and this is what I really like to do. Hold on 1 second. So get some heavy cream, okay? And this is called making a liposome, so you can ingest more of things. Okay, so I put some cream in here in the blender. Take some iodine. Only 1 drop, no, a couple droplets, because in a liposome you can ingest more. I'm not getting into reasons why. And selenium. For the guys, this helps your testicular problems. It also repairs everything from the heavy metals and aluminum shredding your nuts. So just a couple drops. Alright. Now, you can put essential oils in there like orange or whatever. Me, I'm a bad boy, so I take what I do. And I hate to say it, I like chocolate syrup. Not supposed to have it, but you gotta do it at least once or twice a day. Alright, so put that in the blender. When you hear it make a different sound, you know it's quick. Now it's a liposome. I take a spoon, you have lesions and sores, obviously my face is all messed up, and these sores, one of the best things to do is take sea salt, coarse sea salt. I get this at the dollar store. It's like $2 a container. Throw it in a pot, turn it on high. All right, and I'll show you what to do. It takes a little while to start crackling. All right. So, iodine, potassium iodine, selenium, milk thistle for your liver, stonebreaker or chancropiedra for your kidneys, sodium thiosulfate, and vitamin C for your colon cleanse. Basically, you're flushing out the insides of your system, okay? On the outside, your skin, besides taking the coarse sea salt, which we'll get to, the other thing I do, and this is Brian 396, God love him, what I do is, per his advice, is I take extra virgin olive oil, and I use it with peppermint oil, peppermint essential oils. So I pour a little bit in a bowl, and I take about 5 or 6 drops of peppermint oil, and I rub it on my skin. Then I have a negative ion generator. And what I do is I hold it, and I do certain parts of my body. If my arm's real bad, and I can show you pictures of it, you soak your skin in the olive oil and essential oils, and you just put negative ions on there. Negative ions, and just keep doing it. And what that does is it loosens up the biofilm. Then I take a super sharp knife like this, and I literally scrape the oil and biofilm off my skin and put it on a piece of paper towel, and I just keep doing it. Then I do it again with the essential oils and olive oil and negative ions. Get a negative ion generator. I'll put a link to where we got it. I think it was, I don't know, $60. The thing's really, really good. But let me show you. The biofilm is really a problem, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's my eye. You see the biofilm crusting up? Okay? I have it right now on my eyebrows. They're attacking my eyebrows. But what that will do, if you put the essential oils on there, just keep your eye closed, put negative ions on there, and you can almost scrape it off. All right? So that's a real good way of getting the biofilm off. The other thing is using acrylic acid and like Noxema. And I scrub my face with it, I just leave it on, let it dry. Then I do it again and again and again, and then I can scrape it off. All right? It burns real bad. It's not good, man. It burns real bad. All right? So you got the liposomes where you can ingest more of your nutrients, as Tony says. When you take it out, take the nano out, you're breaking and the self-assembling, you need to replenish your system. Selenium, nutrients, iodine, okay, copper. All these different things come into play. All right, so here I am. I've got a pot. I'm heating up the salt. Shake it. It starts crackling. All right. What I do, took a pair of old underwear and cut the elastic off for ties. Take an old T-shirt. Okay. And once that starts crackling, which it's about to, you want to get really, really hot. All right. Then what you do is you pour it in a shirt like this, and just roll it up. You can take a towel, take anything. But I'm going to tell you, it's going to be real hot. The hotter, the better. Okay, roll it up. I put a tie on. One side. Tie the other side. In front of the stove or I get in trouble.
I was just getting ready to say something.
Shut up. All right, there you go. Take some white vinegar. Okay, pour it on there. Okay?
Or turpentine.
Oh, I was just getting there. If you want to do the video?
Sure.
Turpentine. That's for real stubborn areas. Don't put it on your face. You can overdose on turpentine.
And how would you know?
Just take this and apply it to the sore areas. When it's real hot, when it gets too hot, move it to an area next to it. When it gets too hot, go back. And go back and forth. What happens is that white sea salt eventually turns black. This is old sea salt. That's all the carbon and nano coming out of me when I use that. it soothes the sores also. So it doesn't, when they're itching real bad, try something like that. Okay, that's what I've got. That's what I do on a day-to-day basis. I should have invested in salt, because that's all I do is use salt. Come on over here. We are redneck hicks. We don't mean to be. But here's our bathtub in our living room. I take baths every night. Sometimes I take 7 in a row because I'm so bad. We put TSP. We put baking soda. We put Epsom salt. We put borax and we put vinegar in there. Okay? Now, that's Agnes. She loads up my bath. Now, she pushes the envelope quite often, and I know it, but that's okay. The other thing we do is we have a triangle in there. Okay? The anti-nano triangle that Tony Pantelaresco made, Herbs Plus Beadworks. We have a couple of them that we've made. When you sit in a bath, this is all pulling things out, okay? What the triangle does, it basically extracts the nano from your system while you're in a hot bath.
I need to pause it there for a second. Now, the anti-nano triangle works just as effective as the anti-nano bucket. Now, you got to understand, it's depending on how you make it, as long as you know what you're doing, it'll be fine. The wire's coated with a plastic lining, so there's you're not going to get electrocuted. You just don't want to have you want to make sure that keep an eye on that when it comes to the triangle, because you don't want that coating to be damaged. So that's why it's best to be careful with that. Now the anti-nano bucket, I don't think, as long it's not like the cords are in like a pool of water. The actual cords are still most like, they're wrapped up in their plastic coating, and it's only going around the bucket on the outside. And then, the actual exposed wiring that's actually connected to the AC to DC adapter that plugs up into your wall outlet, that's going to be covered with electrical tape for safety measures. So you're not using conductive metals. You're using copper, which basically puts it more, I want to say, I could be wrong about this, but I say more in the neutral stuff. So it's in the metal itself, but not conducting in and out of the metal, basically. So it significantly lowers the chance of electrocution by quite a significant margin. But don't quote me on that. Just do the research for yourself.
Okay? You need to stay in there at least 45 minutes. It's overwhelming sometimes. We run multiple triangles in tandem, and we fluctuate the leads here and there. Agnes and I are going to start making triangles for sale. We're putting some together basically to cover our costs, but this is what you need. Targets. With the nano, they can hear and see everything that you're doing. They use graphene. They electrify the graphene inside the chemtrails in the nano. They can cloak inside it because there's mirrors and particulates. Nano is not good, man. Look at me. I never had a zit. I'm completely different looking every day because of this shit. I fucking hate it. Anyways, these are things that have helped me on a day-to-day basis. Anyways, much love to all the targets. Fight today like you did yesterday and will tomorrow. I'm proof. Now, for you perps, I'm gonna tell you what, you motherfuckers. I look at myself in the mirror, and each sore is because of you. You get me? You radiate me. You fucking point your cell phone at me and make shit explode out of my fucking body? And I'm coming your way. I'm coming your fucking way, and guess what? It ain't me that you should be afraid of. It's the Father upstairs, man, because you know what? If I don't get you, He will. And I'll tell you what's happening to me right now, it's all inside you, you bastards. And guess what? It ain't gonna be easy on you. I swear to God, don't come near me. Don't come near me at all, man. I'm back, and I'm coming your way. Stay the fuck away from me. You radiate me with a cell phone, I'll smack it out of your fucking hands and... Anyways. Everyone, stay strong. strong. TI's, it's going to be over in about a year. Trump's got our back.
Problem is that you can't believe both sides, man. You can't believe either side. Both of them are still working for this agenda, no matter how you look at it. The only way the solution is going to come is from the people, and of course, God is definitely looking out for all of us, as well as the Son of God, of course, too. Now then, don't feel the need to make like an immediate action call like that. And I'm gonna tell you as to why. I made a video a while back on the Mischievous M channel, and I was talking about how these agents would hide, right? But they would, like, the people they pay off won't hide. So I'm on my way to work, right? And I knew they hired this guy to just act out. So basically, he's just pretending to hide behind a tree, which he's clearly visible behind, and he's just staring at me the entire time. Guess what? I didn't even pay the guy no mind, and I just went straight to work because I knew what it was. The people who really don't want to be seen are going to make damn sure they don't want to be seen, okay? That's just it. Those people are the ones recording what's happening, and they're earning the money from that off of what the effects of due to these operations. They're not going to want to be seen. This is why I recommended the 360 camera, because you catch everything. They're going to be peeking around. They're most likely going to be peeking around corners with the device. They're going to be either in plain sight with the device. This could be either a camera watch. This could be even camera glasses themselves, or they'll just, say screw it and use the phone itself. They'll just do either one of those things. You see, we have to have the surveillance in a way to where we're able to defend ourselves. This is why surveillance is such an important thing. But you understand, they try to use surveillance against you too. And this is where the kids come involved. They will try to use children, their kids, as a shield. Trying to say, oh, you're out here recording the kids and stuff like that. They tried that on me, but it didn't work. I wasn't stupid. And the whole point of it was is that they were out to set me up. And the more and more they kept trying, because they got desperate with this, it started to expose them more and more in what it was. People, this is why I was slick enough to basically try to get the cops to escort me back home. I had to do that because if I hadn't, they would have basically tried to assault me for evidence again. I've since took measures for that though. So, I am basically, I do have methods to defend myself. Not just, not just with my fists, but also with other methods as well. I highly recommend people to basically start investing in stuff like that, considering how crazy things are getting. There are other target individuals out there who are basically mentioning how they were assaulted not too long ago based off this stuff, And it's just that crazy too. You're gonna know when there are people around you who are who don't seem like themselves at all, and that's what you got. That's what you gotta remember. Some of these people probably don't even have any control of themselves. They don't, and it's all nothing but AI. AI basically controlling them, forcing them to do the things that they do. This is not a human being that you're basically protecting yourself from. This is a computer technology that has basically hijacked a person as a host. It's just like the Terminator. It's a soulless, not soulless, but it just doesn't feel emotion. There's, the person itself does feel emotion, but if you have that person's mindset controlled by a machine that doesn't feel emotion, what do you think that means? You got to be careful out there, man. I really don't recommend people being in the cities because of all the Wi-Fi hotspots around in areas like that. Try to find areas to have more field-based terrain around it, so at least that way you have you got a lot more visibility. They cannot hide, and they're gonna have to eventually come around your location at some point in time. They would have to do it. Thus also basically risking themselves to also be more compromised too. If you wanted to know other methods to basically get good surveillance, I recommend two things you could do this with. You could either do this with your own personal own drone. I would highly recommend you have one that basically does not require internet service for you to basically control and view it. You can either use something like that, or you can basically get yourself an RC car with the camera attached. Now, either way you look at it, this is something you can basically use to do outward surveillance for you at a distance, to where you're able to catch things going on. Even if they get a hold of the equipment, you're still recording the evidence from your current position. You see how that works? You catch a face, you catch any type of way of that will give them away of anything like that. These are the people that don't want to be spotted. And they will hide in plain sight or hide in the shadows. I'm not joking about that. I think I've already seen. So I think that's going to be it for this guy's channel. The link will be in the description to it. The channel is TI.positive. Well, TI.positive proof. I have it. I want to at least put 2 more up. But looks like this one's about to hit an hour, so I'll have this one on its own. Stay safe, everybody. Stay strong. Oh. Did not mean to do that.